Welcome back, Animal Crossing enthusiasts or gamers in general. This is SweetSideOfFries or Kiernan, and we are back in our Animal Crossing New Horizons Let's Play. It is episode 4, and between this episode and last one, it's been about 3 days, and I've done a multitude of things, including expanding our own museum there, and planting these flowers, which they've had enough time from when I planted them to now to grow, so they're cool. That's what a Hinacianth flower is. Hinacianth, says Max, is correct. And this is all the bugs and fish that we have. Our house is upgraded. The other residents on the island also have upgraded houses, and I've yet to see those. And we're just going to run through everything. So, to open up with, I'm just going to show some clips of me catching some of these wonderful fish that we have here, and bugs. And then we can look at them in more detail. The wasp right here is a new addition, as well as the barred knife jaw on the bottom right there, black and white striped. That one's pretty cool. I really need to cut down some of these trees by my house or move location after we get the rest of the island showed off. There it is. It's pretty neat. And besides that, we have a couple down here as well. The one in front of me was my most recent catch. It is the football fish. People call it really ugly on the subreddit, and in my opinion, I agree. And then we have the sea bass in front of me here, and the crucian carp on top of that. And then we have a bagworm, which I think they're a little on the rarer side for the insects, but I found it by shaking a tree. Over here on the bottom, it's like a big dab, but it's called an olive flounder, and it's just laying on the bottom of the tank there, kind of dead looking. And then above that, this one's really cool. It's a tiger beetle. I thought it was a jewel beetle when it was running around. It was like very luminescent and beautiful. So that's pretty cool. And next to that, over there we have the wharf roach, which likes to sit on the rocks all the way to the right of the map. I think I put that clip in so you guys would have seen. And then we have the squid, which I've caught 2 squid now. And then, any Animal Crossing enthusiasts, if you're out there, what up? We have the big fish over there, which is the Elusive Sturgeon. The Elusive Sturgeon. That guy was hard to catch. He was hard to find. My clip ended up being, I think, 44 minutes of me just doing laps in game, and I caught all these other things while I was just searching for the while I was just searching for the sturgeon. But that was the main thing I was looking for, because these guys leave March 31st tonight. As of when I'm recording this, it's going to be way in the past when these come out, sadly. But yeah, he would have left tonight. They would have migrated and found residence in some other ponds far away, or river mouths as they are known to reside in. So yeah, I was very excited about that sturgeon catch, and a lot of the other ones as well. The football fish was most recent because that one's also pretty elusive. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. And now we can look in our house, which we upgraded. I always hit things with the net instead of entering. What's up, Chad? How are you? So this is our house now. In the previous games, when you would get your first house or upgrade it, you would start with like dungeon flooring and like a terrible looking wall, but now it looks like we've got kind of an apartment instead of a terrible house. It's a little bit bigger and also has some nice wood floors and nice walls as well. I kind of want to see what I keep doing things. Kind of want to see what they're named, so I'm gonna see if I can put up a design with my Nook phone. We also have a lot of things to claim in here, and we'll do that pretty shortly. So I want to see, when I put this design, spread in room. Oh, okay. Then we'll get the design probably for the floor. And that's pine board flooring. I really like that floor. Like, I don't know when I would really change it. And that was kind of the reason... Vertically. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of the reason they started you with like dungeon flooring, so that you'd have an incentive to kind of change the look of your room and get some new carpets, some new walls. Oh, I just screwed that, didn't I? Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, we'll definitely be fleshing out our home as we progress further, but not today. Next up, we're gonna be running over to where... Oh, hey, what's up, Canberra? How are you? Canberra's a koala. She is not a capybara, as I said, and I think that's pretty obvious. Yo, nuh-uh, what's the word? I want to chat. Oh hey, big news, I have officially moved on from tent life. I got a house, nuh-uh. I mean, tents are cool and all, but I can fit way more stuff in a house. Plus now it finally feels like I actually live here instead of just roughing it. Same for me. Nice to hear that you have your own home. Let's go. This is our sell pile. A lot of stuff that we can sell, get some extra bells. Also, I saw a camel wandering around. Hey, there she is. Let's talk to her real quick, and then we'll go and look at the houses. It's Sahara. Hello, you are calling me Sahara, for it is the name I have carried for as long as I have carried these rugs. I bring these rugs from my home, which is far, to help you decorate your home, which is near. Okay, I have small rugs, large rugs, and rugs of the medium space between. The design is seen after the buying. I have also mysterious flooring and wallpaper. Oh, how surprising you will find it. Are you ready to buy? She charges a lot for her luxurious rugs, but I think buying one would not be a terrible idea. But we also have a limited amount of bells, but we also have over 20,000 bells. So I'm gonna go. I really like that floor that we have in our house, so if anything, I'm gonna get some mysterious wallpaper. And it's only 3,000 bells, which keeps us over 20,000, so I think we're gonna do it. Now please, I will accept the money payment. Yes, thank you. She has a non-native tongue, it seems like. Speaking in speaks. Okay. In tongues, yes. Speaking in speaks also makes sense. So yeah, let's check out the house. I think, okay, so if Cam Bear is out, we cannot go in her house. That kind of makes sense. That would be creepy and weird. Also, I want to see Tad before we start doing stuff. Where are you, you little green frog? Let's see if he's in his house. I'm having fun somewhere else, says Tad. Oh, there he is. What's up, buddy? Catching a fish? Ugh, I can't catch anything. Apparently not. Okay, now we're gonna just sell all of the stuff that we have. Kisses wall. Let's see it. Now that's nice. That's nice. And this is very convenient. This is our house changing mode. That probably has a name. This is cool. Wow. That is so easy to use. Oh, and that's only 2 wide apparently. Or 1 full block wide. Or space. 1 space wide. We were just placing it in an inopportune location. This is so nice! Look, I changed the entire room in like 2 seconds. And then we can move the camera, and it sticks to like a floor grid. And let's see if it looks like... Okay. It looks like my movements are still to the based on the camera. So this wouldn't be opposite, like left. It would be still right, according to my analog inputs. And there's a window, apparently, that I didn't even know we have, so I want to take that. And I can also hold... What? I can select multiple things and move them together. And I can look in my pockets and place things for my pockets, probably. I don't know, let's put down a red snapper in here. There it is. Let's put the switch on the water-filled tank. That's smart. Can rotate it. That's really neat. Alright. Now I forget what I actually opened my phone to do. Oh, look in storage. So, yeah, we can put things from our inventory probably into here. And it looks like we have a lot of slots to keep things. For now, we're just going to put all of our crafting things in storage, because if I keep them, I'm going to get distracted with them, like a toddler. So we'll put them in there, and then we'll sell everything, and then we can worry about that. I've also been collecting a lot of peaches. Until further notice, I'm just going to be collecting my peaches and not selling them. I don't think they go bad or anything, but before I want to sell any peaches, we'll probably just keep those all there. Hello, Timmy. Oh, good to see you again. Before we get started, I did want to give you the tiniest reminder about my proposal. Please let me know when it would be convenient for you to discuss. He did want to tell me something, and I've been telling him no for the past 3 days, so I'll hear him out. Very good, I'll get right to the point. I'm hoping that you might be interested in collaborating on a new venture, building a new shop. I probably should have had him tell me this a couple days ago. After all, our little island community is growing, and our needs are growing too. I'd love to offer a much wider inventory of goods, but as you can see, I'm a bit limited in here. I've already spoken with our fearless leader, of course, and he agrees that we have a need. But here's the thing. Building materials are hard to get, so can we set them aside for building a shop? I really don't see it, since we'll need these materials for residential projects, but I have an idea. Yes, you could gather up materials from around the island, right? From the trees and rocks. Is he telling me to do all of his work right now? Our environmental review even suggests that there will be 0 impact to native flora or fauna. That is false, I'm sure. But I'm getting off track. We'll need a lot of materials for a proper shop, and we will, of course, offer a compensation for your efforts. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay, thank you so much. Now, I know this is a lot, but I put together a list of the items I'd like you to gather. We'll need 30 pieces each of regular wood, hardwood, and softwood, and 30 iron nuggets. I don't know how to get any of that. I'm not concerned about where these materials come from. They could come from this island or any other. And you can gather these materials at your own pace. Once you have a set of something, come see me. That's a lot to get. So, unless, I don't know like how much iron comes out of a rock or how much wood comes from a tree, because I haven't done that as of yet. But that's a little daunting right now because I don't know. Allow me a moment to run the numbers. And that is almost 9,000 bells right there. Pretty sweet stuff. Now for round 2. Oh! What was in that? I only sold him like 6 more things and he gave me more money for the 20 things. You see that? I got like 10,000 more bells. Do you see that? He's not here. 5 days in a row is 200 bonus miles. It really starts adding up. I thought it would, see, day 1 was 50 miles, day 2 was 80 miles, and then day 3 was 100. So I was like, oh no, like, it's really like dropping off because it went 50, 30, 20. But then day 4 was 150, and then today is 200. So apparently it's going to keep going up like that, which is pretty dope. Those would be nice for Blaze there. I might want to do those. And we got some black denim pants. Pretty edgy. Rain boots. KK Bossa. We'll get these sporty shades. We really want to start, I mean, those will hide our blue eyes. But they look cool. They look like nerdy cool, I think. And that's perfect for Blaze. Alright. And then also, let's look into redeem Nook Miles, because this is something I completely skipped over when I was looking in here. A Nook Miles ticket, which we found from the Dodo. I think that's when we found it. These can be redeemed to go to other islands. So I have 2 friends that are currently also playing Animal Crossing, so I could potentially go to their islands in episodes as well. But then also we have the Pro Editor for custom designs. Pretty good tools recipes, which probably has pretty good tools like the slingshot and the shovel and a watering can. So those are important. I think I have to water flowers. I never really got into them, but we might need a watering can because we have flowers now. Tool ring. It's essential, so maybe that puts your tools all in one slot or something. Pocket organization guide is probably how you pick things up in your inventory and move them around. So we want all that stuff. And then also hairstyles, hair colors, and then this all is just like, you know, expensive and kind of flexy kind of stuff over here that you can just spend your extra miles on. So we're going to aim for getting all those. I'm going to turn in as many miles things as I can. So we'll see how many things we can get with what we have, and then I can earn more to get our other things if we need them. So we're going to want to get the tool recipes. I think that's very first. Let's redeem that. It said redeem or no. Please place your Nook phone near the terminal to receive the app data. Or in the future. This even felt like a phone. That's so cool. Oh, and it's a big thing apparently. I can make stronger tools that won't break so easily now. This is going to be a material gathering game changer. Okay. So that's pretty good tools. That's what that means. Now we need recipes as well for other things probably. But we'll see in just a second. Tool ring. It's essential. Let's get that and see what that does. Your order has been printed. Huh, okay. I see, this totally makes sense. I learned how to easily switch tools. When I'm outside, I can press up to use the tool ring now. Okay, that's cool. So it still takes up a couple slots probably, but I can easily switch between them when I'm outside. And then we can get the organization. Oh, no we can't. That's 5,000 miles. That's a lot. Let's get the custom design Pro Editor. We're down to 2,000 miles, so it's going to take a little bit more to get our organization guide. Which 5,000 miles? What all can we do with that if that's so good? I've got the Pro Edition of the Custom Designs app now. I'm going to make my debut as a pro designer. I hate to disappoint, but I can't take expansion requests while you have an outstanding loan balance. Remember, you can make payments at the yes. Okay. I know that. But also we can ask him, what should I do? That is the question. Well, the island is a diverse habitat for many interesting creatures, other than us. Oh. Yes, yes, you can catch all things. All kinds of insects and fish if you practice with your net and fishing rod. I've definitely done that. I'd be most curious to see any creatures that you do catch. By all means, bring them to me. To me. So we're going to bring him a couple of our fish and bugs that we've caught along the way. And he's kind of taken the role of a familiar owl from the past games that we have not seen yet. So we'll take a couple of our things. I think 10 is a number that I remember for some reason. So we're just going to take this whole stack here. Oi, Nook. I found a creature. Oh, splendid. Let's have a look, shall we? I found a common butterfly. It's a rare butterfly, believe it or not. Oh, what a catch. I do believe this is a common butterfly. If this island can support a common butterfly, why, who knows what other fantastic creatures we might find living here. Blaze, I have an idea. An old friend of mine runs a museum, and I'd love to send it to him for a closer look. Would you be okay with that? Okay. Thank you. I promise that I'll take extra good care of your common butterfly. I think we're about to give him all of our bugs and fish. I'll take extra good care of your butterfly. He's like, oh yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, thank you. I didn't even think of that. There's a Pedia app. That's probably like a, you probably know that that's going to be an app. I just didn't even think about it until now. So we're going to get all of the details about bugs and fish. So that's cool. I do hope you'll continue to fill it up with your discoveries and share them with me too. I'm sure I'll be able to come up with some kind of additional reward. Have you been taking advantage of my DIY workbench lately? I have not. That's great. Come to think of it, I have seen you tinkering around a bit over there. Keep up the good work. That reminds me, I've been meaning to share more DIY recipes with you. This is how we trade stuff, it looks like. We have to turn in bugs and fish. So, we haven't been doing that. So it's probably setting us pretty far. But we're about to be open to more stuff, probably. So that's pretty cool. He sent me something. I sent you a number of DIY recipes that require wood, along with the recipe to craft an axe. Yes, I think an axe would come in quite useful on this island, because so many other things are made of wood. I hope you'll keep bringing me new discoveries to examine. It's all part of the island experience. So we missed like a major game mechanic, which is bring Nook all of your things. And because we didn't do that, we haven't been progressing in that way. But we have found a lot of things and been progressing in other ways, like building our house. Once we turn a lot of these in, we'll get a lot of pretty cool things, I think. He has a proper reward for us this time. It looks like flowers that we didn't have to buy. I've given you a red hyacinth bag. Just a little sampling of a product we sell. Go ahead and do some planting, and after a few days you'll have beautiful blooming flowers like you already have. Anyway, give it a whirl, and if you enjoy gardening, stop by and buy more. Remember the flower samples I gave you? I forgot to mention something. The flowers that grow will be very strong. They'll spring up even if you just plant them and forget them. But if you water them each day, that's where the magic happens. This is where we figure this stuff out. Watering opens up the possibility of propagating and crossbreeding your flowers to develop rare colors. And how might you water them, you ask? Well, I've just sent you the DIY recipe for a watering can. Take my yellow butterfly, Mr. Nook. I remembered something just now. Hold the phone. Someone's calling. Blathers, is that you? Oh, what splendid timing. Yes, do you remember the venture we discussed? Well, it's come to fruition. Why is his text box all cool and not like the other text box that he had? It's because he's on the phone. I know. I just realized that. I'm currently stationed on an island that we've decided to call Salty Isle. Yes, the local fauna are as abundant as expected, just as I told you. I'm really capitalizing on the natural resources. How many precisely, you ask? Well, there's no way of knowing just yet, but I have received, 5 outstanding specimens so far. What, seriously? Well, that is very exciting. Oh, but you'll have to excuse me. I'm with a customer right now. Blathers. Who could that be? I'm so sorry to keep you waiting. That was my friend Blathers, the one who curates museum. That's who that could be. Believe it or not, he's going to come to our island to help us identify and preserve the local creatures. Ah, but I could use your help, Blaze. He's giving me a package. Since you've done so much scouting and collecting already, would you be able to help find a spot for Blathers? You'll need a good-sized space to really build out a world-class museum, so do keep that in mind. This is exciting. It's all coming together. Yes, yes. We can build the the museum where we want. That's really cool. I'm just saying that's like really cool, and I'm very excited about it. Now we don't have the critter option. We have found all the creatures that we need to give him, only 5, and now we're going to find some place for the museum. And we get to keep the rest of our stuff until Blathers moves in and constructs his museum. And we're all set here. That's awesome. Let's see what kind of DIY recipes we got from doing all that. We could have done that on day 1, honestly. But it's okay. We have, let's see, some non-sturdy tools over here, like the Flimsy Axe and watering can. And this is how we start getting wood, with the Flimsy Axe. Wouldn't you believe it? We need 5 tree branches and a stone, which we easily have. And then, using that, we can probably get softwood for the watering can and start crossbreeding flowers and stuff. We're going to see if we can really lay out a spot for the museum. I would like to put the museum at the top part of the map, probably. But we'll put it near the bottom if we have to today. Okay, so I planted all the flowers. Here they are in all of their glory, just around this area, which was kind of plain before. But hopefully it'll flourish into a beautiful area. And I purposefully planted some yellow ones close to this red one. Hopefully that's close enough, and we'll see if they can propagate and crossbreed, as Mr. Nook said. And then after that, I remembered we have our tool ring, and this is what it looks like. It's pretty neat. It's looks really easy to use, and I can directly go to the tool that I want by pressing the direction on the pad. We can look at our Critterpedia, which is another thing that we just got. Check this app for information on the bugs and fish you've caught. And these are the things that we've caught, not just the things we've turned in. So we've caught quite a few things already that a lot of the things that are in season right now we've caught. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. We can look at our Pro Custom Designs. Thank you for upgrading. The Pro Edition allows you to edit palette colors and create Pro Custom Designs. Who would have thought? We hope you enjoy creating custom designs with the Pro editing features. So let's create... Oh, okay. We can go to Pro Designs, which it gives us a bunch of Pro looking designs already. Oh, okay. So you can make like... This is how people did it on the subreddit. I've been on the subreddit quite a bit. That looks good. I want to create something like that. So there's a lot of different like pieces of the clothing that you can make customly. Believe that. And that's how you can edit just the different parts of the body. So if we just add a green stripe here, it'll put it around the wrist. Oh, and it looks like the different wrists are differently colored. So if we switch over to orange, that'll be on this wrist. Oh, and that's symmetry. Gotcha. Oh, maybe I'm... Okay, there we go. We're on the other one now. And that's the other wrist. Like so. That's really cool. So we can definitely make our Guy Fieri fire shirt as soon as we want for Blaze here. But we'll maybe do that in another episode. We're gonna rock this style that we have currently because it's actually pretty nifty. We're gonna grasp our materials to make a Flimsy Axe, and we're gonna go make that at the workbench. We're gonna cut down some wood, and then we're gonna get better stuff. Very smart. We're playing Animal Crossing now. Alright, so that's the Flimsy Axe that we got there. Not the stone axe yet. Still flimsy. And since I took down all the peaches, from the trees. I don't know which ones are peach trees, but we're just going to send it though. So we're going to unequip this first, probably shake the tree down. I don't know if that's useful. Get to chopping. And it looks like regular wood, softwood, and hardwood all just came out of that. So that answers our question whether trees give us a certain type of wood. And on the first 3 whacks, that's when it came down. It doesn't look like I can chop this tree down with the flimsy axe. I can probably just get the wood from a bunch of different trees and then make a better axe. That's what my mind is telling me right now, according to this information. And it also looks like 3 pieces are randomized and that it won't give us more than 3 pieces. And my axe could potentially break any moment now because we sat there and whacked 1 tree for a really long time. So hopefully we get enough hardwood. Oh, but we also need an iron nugget. So let's see if we can find one of those rocks and chip off some things from it. Chip off the old rock. Hey! That's clay. Can make an ocarina probably. That's a stone. This is how we break an axe. And that's an iron nugget! Look at that! We did it! That's 5. Okay, this is the giving rock, apparently. 5 things, alright. So it's not always 3, or it could potentially just be, like 1 rock a day. Could be special. I don't know. I don't know the rules. And there goes the axe. I guess that's it for my flimsy axe, but we definitely have enough for a stone axe. Or something better than a flimsy axe, I don't know what it's called. And then a regular axe requires that stuff. Oh, I was thinking of the slingshot recipe for the hardwood and the other stuff. So, I'm gonna think a stone axe can't chop down a tree either. So I think we're gonna make a flimsy axe, and then we'll get a regular axe if we want to cut down a tree. And we should also do a test. Let's make 2 flimsy axes so that we can also get more materials. Because we're gonna do a lot of testing here. We also want to see how big that museum actually is, and if we can clear out an area for it. Because that top right part where the river goes up and around, that could be a really nice place for the museum. So we'll check that out, definitely. And then with our flimsy axe, we can make one of these, an axe. Skipping right past the stone axe. Because I don't know what kind of ability we would have with the mid-tier axe if we're just able to make the first axe and the third axe. That's not huge. That's not humongous. So, oh, and I can imagine it too. Humongenous? Humongous? Humongenous. That word that means like really big. We may have already collected from that tree. Now it is gone. Hey, we chopped down a tree. Cool. Let's get these 2. It looks like we don't have the shovel yet, because we don't know how to make a flimsy shovel. So we don't have that, so we can't move these tree stumps. But we can probably... It might work here. If we try to put the museum down, it might get those stumps out of the way for us. Right between the 3 of them. This is the spot. Is it just going to remove them? Heyo! It did. Blathers can set up his place now. Sweet! And then in this game also, we don't have to chop down a tree first to move it. We can straight up use a shovel to pick up the tree. So that was an interesting move. Back, you demon! Back! Okay, what? What's up? I heard you were getting stuff together for a shop. That's right. Gimme stuff! Ha, I knew it. Well, thanks for doing your part for Salty Isle. Oh, I got an idea. If you got...
Oh my god, she like she's seen God. I have seen God.
They all do that face, yeah.
I have seen God and nothing is more disappointing.
She gave me stuff. Is that a shovel? Give it a swing. You don't swing a shovel unless you're killing someone.
Absolutely.
Okay, it's an axe. I don't need an axe. I just went through all this stuff to get another axe. Darn it.
Darn it.
Heyo. 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 Maybe it's a time-based thing. Yes, I would. There's the bell rock. Don't get in my way, Tad. No! No! The bell rock! Stop it! Oh, man! You only have a certain amount of time to get the bells from the rock, and then Tad ran up and was like, "What's up, dude?" Darn it! I'm about to unveil the huge plot that led up to today's episode, because we have to do some pretty important things. It is March 31st, and at the end of March 31st is April 1st. Believe it or not. And when April 1st hits, a lot of things say sayonara, I'm not at your island anymore. Like the sturgeon. Well, we caught the sturgeon in the past couple days, and I would like really rush for that because I knew it was leaving soon. But there's one other thing, and it's not a fish. It is a bug. And I have a high-definition rendition of this bug. I did. Here is the profile of the bug that we will be looking out for. That's the Emperor Butterfly. And before you say anything, Max, I didn't know it was going to print on the full page and that it was going to print in color. So I used about like 90% of your ink.
Yeah. It started to run out at the bottom.
It started to run out, yeah. So I'm sorry. I know, I'm stupid. But that's, this is something I have now. What is that? Yes! Yeah! I got it! Look at how blue it is. Sorry, Max. I got it. I got an Emperor Butterfly. I got it. It's not your average monarch. I get it. I get it. Nice. Alright, and now it is past 4 p.m., which is when the Emperor Butterfly starts fluttering about around the flowers that we have planted up till now. So we didn't get the pole vault to get across to the other side of the island yet, but we do have flowers planted, so I might just be lucky enough tonight to be able to catch one, and by now you would have seen if I did or not. So I'll give an ambiguous, we've been through a lot of triumph and heartbreak today. Like when Tad stepped in front of us when we were trying to hit the money rock, or when we did or did not catch the Emperor Butterfly, but it was all really fun. I hope this episode didn't run too long, because now I have about an hour and a half to 2 hours of footage for the 30-minute episode. But if it did run long, hopefully you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. And if you have any suggestions for the series coming up here, please just let me know. Leave that comment, leave that like, smash that subscribe button, whatever they say. And thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.